Under cover of darkness, 6 bears were working the stream for the biblical 40 days and 40 nights of the salmon run. As he watched them methodically hauling fish after fish into the deep bush, he conceived a whole new understanding of the flow of life between the land and the sea. The impact of the salmon-bear connection Reimer now knew started as far beyond the stream side. In Bag Harbor, he found that bears took 80% of the salmon run into the forest. When the young salmon leave the natal river, they roam the Pacific, feeding and growing until they return to spawn. Then, with the bears' help, they contribute their maritime harvest to the forest in the form of their flesh. During the 40-day spawning period, he calculated, each bear ferries about 700 salmon, amounting to 1,600 kilograms of fertilizer, far into the woods. Under conditions of abundance, the bears eat less than half of their haul. By Reimer's reckoning, this one small stream provided enough salmon for 2 martens, 4 eagles, 12 ravens, 150 glaucous winged gulls, and 250 crows. When these animals dispersed through the forest, massive recycling continued as they spread nitrogen through their droppings. Decaying salmon also kickstart a maggot population that emerges in spring to feed warblers and flycatchers that arrive famished after the long journey north. The nutrient-seeking trees take up whatever is left over. In fact, up to 50% of the total nitrogen the trees use comes from salmon. It's a give and take relationship. The salmon fertilize the trees with their bodies at the end of their lives, and the fallen giants provide backwater nurseries for more young salmon. As the trees decompose, their nitrogen is released into the stream, feeding tiny plants and insects that nourish new generations of fish. Salmon, he tells us, avoid moving because they light up like lamps when they move, making them easy targets for the bears. Bioluminescence is common in late summer and fall, coinciding with the salmon's return to spawn. Reimer speculates that salmon have adapted to this problem by going into a nocturnal torpor out of which they aren't readily roused. Following the creek, we enter forest as black as a bear's coat. We peer through night vision glasses. It's like peeking through a keyhole into a spooky, green glowing world around us, but we can see only a tiny bit at a time.